Hello, fellow readers. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jessica.
And this is
Serious Sisters. Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing.
How are things?
Fine.
Good week?
Better than the one before.
Well, that's good news.
I think nothing cool. Got a birthday party this weekend.
For a grown-up person or a child?
No, for my middle child. Are you coming?
Yes, it's tomorrow. I thought
Yeah.
you said I had a birthday, like you went to one.
No. Jeez.
Yes, I'm coming.
Okay, cool. What'd you do?
I was sick on Tuesday.
Mm.
Which sucked because then I didn't get holiday pay, so I had to use a PTO day.
Ooh, that's
suck. Okay. That's okay. I'll live. I got irrationally angry about that Usher cologne commercial.
You'll have to fill me in.
It's a cologne commercial and Usher's there. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, is he singing and dancing?
He is, because it's Usher.
Or is it one of those, like, he's alone looking out at Paris or something?
Oh, like with it raining in the background?
Yeah, something?
Yeah, no. He's there. Everyone's loving him. He's dancing in the water. And that's why I got mad. Why do we have to dance in the water every time? Is that Usher's decision? Is he like, I'm not fucking doing this unless I'm in the water?
You know my thing. My thing is dancing in the water. Now make it happen.
Make it fucking happen or you don't get Usher. You think he talks about himself in the third person?
Yes, I hope so. You don't get Usher.
No water, no Usher. I'm going to make a bumper sticker.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Everyone would get it.
You don't want to get it?
Everyone would get it. They would understand.
I'm going to make it, but I don't want it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm going to make you a shower curtain that says that.
A what? Why a shower curtain?
I don't know, because it'd be big and funny.
Did
you have questions about Dean?
Oh, no. It's not a question.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to talk about his hair for a minute.
Okay. You looked up a lot of pictures of Dean.
I did. So, okay. I wanted to know, more about him. I've heard of Dean Koontz. So I was like, what does he look like? How old is he?
Does his best friend have a big coat?
Have you seen him?
I have.
Okay. First, we're going to talk about the haircut.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll post a picture of this.
You know, he thinks he looks nice.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. It's
what would we call that haircut?
It's almost a bowl cut.
It's almost a bowl cut, but it like covers his ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just maybe it's a shaggy bowl.
It's a helmet cut.
Yes, I would give me the helmet.
Okay. So my problem with this,
it's his real hair?
That's another thing.
Because if it is, bravo, Dean, for having such a fantastic head of hair.
I mean, yes. Because I also looked up his age. He's like 80 now.
What, the balls? Okay.
But let me double check on that.
Did you do the math right?
How old is Dean Koontz?
Oh, you just did that? You didn't say what year was he born and then do the math?
80 years. Born July 9th, 1945.
Whoa.
The thing is, if that is his real hair, cool. He's got a luscious thick
locks. Yeah.
hair. But it's still
gray.
Brown.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go out on a limb here.
What are we doing with his eyebrows? What color are the eyebrows? Because maybe he's just one of those freaks that never gray.
They're still dark.
You think he colors them? I
really feel like, yeah.
I guess we'll never know. It's a myth.
Dean, if you're listening, tell us more about your
Please
hair.
Explain your appearance to us.
He's got to color it. You think if he had as much money as he probably does, I'm sure he's not like a billionaire, but he's got enough. We could fix that. Fix that hair.
He did, and that's what he did.
Listen, it's not even a little bit gray. I'm only 40 and I got gray hairs.
He's got some lighter speckles in there.
He's twice my age.
he's just
Okay.
lucky, I
You know
guess.
what? You're a Dean lover.
I'm not. No! Hashtag Dean lover.
Well, speaking of Dean,
We jumping in?
Jonna. You Jonna jump.
We don't jump.
Gonna jump in.
Okay, so do you remember the time?
When we fell
In another man's house. Do you remember what all happened?
Okay. The last of Deucalion.
Uh-huh.
He was leaving the monastery.
It's a monastery. I said it wrong at the beginning of the last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nebo the monk.
Yes.
Okay.
He was just a fun little side baby. I haven't
side baby.
one of them side babies.
So he was leaving there because he got a letter,
Mm-hmm.
and someone he thought was dead is not dead.
Correct.
Okay. And then
We have Carson.
They first went to the crime scene with the woman that had her hands taken.
Correct.
And then I don't know where they were when that detective came up and told them.
They were in their office. They were sitting at their desks.
That they were all chloroformed, right?
Yes. Except for the men.
The men weren't chloroformed?
The very first one was chloroformed a little bit, but it had worn off by the time his organs were being taken out.
Okay. And were the women killed, like the limbs removed post-mortem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
didn't feel any pain. The women didn't feel any pain.
And I had some thoughts about that.
Mm-hmm.
Does he
They're
need... Wow.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear that, guys?
They may not be. Carry on.
I'm so smart. Anyways, does he need to remove the organs while the person is alive for a reason?
No.
Shit. All right, never mind.
Okay.
Forget my theories. So that's where they were.
Mm-hmm. And the bad guy.
And then the bad guy, he made a date with the girl with the eyes that were pretty that he wants to take.
Mm-hmm. And Randall 6 is all
Randall
weird.
6 is weird.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good at memories.
You're so good. Okay. So we start with Deucalion. Mm-hmm. So he just left the monastery. Monastery, actually. Mono
means one.
It sure does.
I don't know if that has anything.
Are they? I don't know.
It's probably
now I'm going to
nothing.
have to look it up. I mean, they're monks, but maybe they're one with themselves or God, or is that why it's a mon? Maybe isn't that deep, and
It's probably not. It probably has nothing to do with that.
Well,
I was just
like
making conversation.
Okay. Well, anyway, Duke arrives in New Orleans at nighttime, and he approaches an old theater. The marquee is dark, and it looks like it's either closed for the night or permanently. You can't really tell which, because it's pretty run down.
Okay.
So he goes around the back of the building and rings the doorbell, and it doesn't take long for a man to open it. This man's name is Jelly Biggs.
Hold on.
Yep.
Jelly?
Yeah, just like you think. Jelly Biggs, right up in your face. He's a fat guy.
Really?
He used to be in a freak show, not the same one Deucalion was in, so they don't know each other. But he was just also a freak show man.
Just coincidence?
Coincidentally, yes. But they both know Ben. That's their connection. Okay. So Ben, I guess, loved the freak shows and collected them.
Jelly Biggs.
Biggs, be opening that door. Deucalion says, "Hey, Ben sent for me," and he's like, "Yeah, I know. He told me you were coming." And so he lets him in, and he's leading the way through all these passages behind the screen. And Duke says, "Ben put 7 names on the letter he sent me." And Jelly replies, "You once mentioned Rombuk Monastery, so he figured you might still be there, but he didn't know what name you'd be using." They come to a green door, and there's an apartment behind it.
Are they inside the building?
They're inside the building, yes.
Okay.
So
it's like somebody's living in the theater?
Correct.
In an apartment attached?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
This is Ben's apartment. But for some reason, Jelly compliments the apartment and tells Duke it was a sweet little place he inherited.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is Ben dead?
Apparently, there had been 2 letters sent, not at the same time. There had been a letter from Ben, which Duke received, and then there was also supposed to be a letter from Jelly, but he didn't get Jelly's letter. Jelly's letter told him that Ben had died.
Oh,
he was stabbed 20 times.
That's excessive.
That is excessive. So after Deucalion is told all this information, he gets real fucking mad. And he has to try to keep himself calm before he just destroys everything. But then he makes a connection and he says, he was murdered after he contacted me. Jelly doesn't think anything about it. Murders happen all the time. The world's an imperfect place. But Jelly says, it's just a coincidence. And then Duke is like, there are no coincidences. And then they lock eyes and they like share this moment. Like, yeah, you're right. You're fucking right. Ben had also been one of the precious handful of people Duke had trusted to tell his true origins because he doesn't trust very many people.
So Ben knew the truth?
Ben knew the truth about Deucalion, yes. Pointing toward the kitchenette, Jelly says to Duke, besides the theater and the apartment, he also left you $60,000 in cash. It's in the freezer.
Oh. That's where I keep my 60,000.
Right. Just keep on hand. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, I can't wait for this one. I've been excited to read this part to you for a while. Scared. Okay. So we're in Roy, the bad guy, the serial killer. We're in his point of view now.
Okay. Don't say it like that anymore. Don't say we're in Roy.
I'm sorry, we up in this bitch. We're in Roy's perspective now. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah. Just say Roy.
Roy. Whenever I switch, I'll just and say the name.
Okay.
Okay. No, I won't. A manicure can be erotic, you know. Just give me a chance. You'll see. Roy is giving Elizabeth Lavenza a manicure. Her first one ever, in fact. Yes, Jessica.
Who's Elizabeth?
Can I read the story?
Okay, it's a new person. It's not that lady. That was Candy.
Candy is the lady with the eyes.
Yeah. Yes. So this is just a new person.
He's
manicuring.
I'll tell you who it is. It's the lady whose hands they find.
Okay. Gotcha.
So this was their first date and he charmed her into the manicure because he's so charming and he's witty and he's funny and everyone loves him.
Okay.
Yes.
I wouldn't want this for a first date.
No, if you fucking come on, I would be so mad. I don't want a manicure. Look at my nails.
Be insulted.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a manicure, thanks.
No, I'm fine. If you don't like these nasty little chubby fingers, then that's a you problem.
That sounds weird.
I got puffy sausage fingers.
No, you do not.
Anyway, okay, so he charmed her into it. He charmed her. He's a charmer. First, at the kitchen table, he placed her fingers in he placed them.
Hold the fuck on. He's giving the manicure?
Yes.
He didn't just take her to his salon?
No, he's the one giving it.
I hate him.
I know.
Ew. Okay, go ahead.
He's just the worst. On a first date.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It gets worse. He places her fingers in a shallow bowl of warm oil to soften the cuticles. While taking Elizabeth's previous red nail polish off, Roy's special phone rings. And he knows that it's Candace. So he has a special phone that he gives out. So he knows who's calling him is whatever girl he's
So one phone
hunting.
Per girl?
I think it's the same phone. These are just
like a ring? Different ring tones?
I don't think that either. But he has the one woman in front of him and then the only other one he's ever spoken to or given it out is the other one.
Okay. So it's not like he's got 5 ladies.
Correct.
And 5 phones. He just has an extra phone?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So he knows that it's Candace. So he answers the phone and he gives her some cheesy line about how he knew it was her because he recognized her voice. And she asks him if he still wants to get coffee, maybe tomorrow evening. He responds, I'll meet you at the big red wagon. I'll be the one with the big smile. And she says, sorry, I was going to do a really stupid voice. Hold on. Let me get it together. And I guess I'll be the one with the eyes. Creepy Roy's like, you sure will.
Ew.
Such eyes.
Ew.
Yeah, it's awful. I know. I'm really sorry. Do you need a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was hard.
Okay.
That was hard.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't like Roy.
Nobody does.
Even if he didn't kill anyone.
Roy is the bitch killing people.
I know, but I wouldn't like him anyways.
Like him as a human. Okay.
Yeah.
Roy returns to Elizabeth. Roy returns to Elizabeth. Say that. Roy returns.
Ooh, that is hard.
See? He comes back to Elizabeth and he tells her, sorry, that was my sister. We're very close and we talk every day. When the manicure was complete, he exfoliated the skin of her perfect hands with a mixture of almond oil, sea salt, and essence of lavender, his own concoction,
Oh my God.
which he massaged into her palms, the back of her hands, the knuckles, the fingers. Finally, he rinsed each hand, wrapped it in clean white butcher paper, and sealed it in a plastic bag. As he places the hands in the freezer, he says, "I'm so happy you've come to stay, Elizabeth."
Hold the fuck on. They weren't even attached to her.
No, they weren't. And he was talking to her.
Oh.
Putting on a show.
Ew. Oh. Uh-huh. Was her body already disposed of? So he's just talking to the hands right now.
Correct.
Ew, he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's bonkers.
Okay.
Now we're going to switch back to Deucalion.
Because you were like, you put him in butcher paper. I was like, this is a red flag on a first date.
Wrapping my fucking hands. What you doing?
What you doing?
Okay. So now we're back to Duke. Okay. So Duke and Jelly are still talking while they walk kind of through the theater. He's showing him around. And the Lux, which is the name of the theater.
L-U-X?
L-U-X-E.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It used to be glamorous back in its day, but now it's just severely run down. And Jelly blames DVDs for ruining the revival business. It used to still be open Thursday through Sunday, but since Ben died, it hasn't been open since then.
Do we know how long he's been dead?
It didn't specify.
Okay.
I don't know how long it took that letter to reach Duke after it was sent, since it went to so many different names.
Okay.
Jelly says that there was another apartment inside that was smaller that Ben had given to him so he could help him with the theater. And he said that he hopes that wouldn't change now that Ben is gone. And instead of answering, really, Duke finds a quarter on the floor and he says, "Heads, you're out of a job. Tails, you're out of a job." And then he does the thing where it disappears in the air. So it didn't actually land on heads or tails.
Oh, so he's like, "You're out of a job." And this is my cute little way of telling you that?
No, it was, "You're out of a job if it lands on heads or tails," but it didn't land.
Right.
So he's not out of a job.
Okay.
Yeah. He's really funny.
Wow.
Yeah, it was too deep. And it's like, you could have just said it. Like, I'd be kind of annoyed that you had to do a magic trick.
Right. What are we showing off for in front of Jelly?
What did we do? Jelly didn't give a shit. Instead of him being like awed and grateful, Jelly tells Duke that he had a dream about a magician and that Jelly was sort of psychic. And then he says, "Ben told me some about you. Do you have two hearts?" And Deucalion chose not to reply. In the dream, Jelly continues, the magician had two hearts and he was stabbed in both.
Oh.
Yep.
An interesting dream.
Yeah. What's going on with all these dreams? Mine are not that deep.
I don't think mine are either.
No, mine is like, you didn't wake up for work and now you're waking up anxious because you think you're late for the rest of the day.
Mine's usually, you have to pee really bad, but the only toilet is in front of thousands of people.
Yep. Then you wake up having to pee. Or I go to the bathroom and then it's like, then I keep trying to move on with my life in the dream, but then I have to pee again and then I can't find a bathroom and then I finally find one and then I wake up and I have to pee really, really bad.
Mm-hmm. Hey, at least you're not like peeing in your sleep though.
That's true.
I'm always worried that might happen.
Why are you worried?
I have to pee a lot. And,
but you got some,
what is that motion?
Means you got good muscles.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay.
How would you know?
Well, I assume because you're not pissing yourself all the time.
Okay. Where were we?
Carson. We're back. No, we're back now. And we're with Carson. Okay, here's an autism warning. Now, Dean isn't mean by any means.
It's just
he keeps calling people autistic. And that feels not great.
It's not
great.
No.
And it's just a generalization kind of, I think, is what bothers me, that all autistic people act this way. And,
right.
And that's what bothers me.
Okay. I don't really like it that he's like stating it like it's a man or a woman or.
Yeah.
a dog or a
all
cat,
their personality
that
is.
is an autistic.
Yes.
Right. That's all
exactly.
They are. Okay.
That's why it bothers me. But it will get pretty. It was 2005. You know.
I don't know.
I
don't know if that's.
It's not, but also, so it's pretty autism heavy.
Okay.
Moving forward in regards to, I'll explain in a moment.
Okay. Like what is
in
this
regards
book
to
about?
this character and not Randall 6. Okay. Anyway, but we're in Carson, so just autism warning trigger. Anyway, I tried to write it as non-assholey as possible.
Cool.
So Carson gets home from work and has to switch into her domestic gear, which is becoming increasingly difficult given the fact that these people keep dying. She's the guardian of her 12-year-old brother, Arnie. Arnie has autism.
Okay.
She's been his guardian since he was a baby and their parents died.
Aww.
There's an in-home caregiver named Vicky, and tonight Vicky had royally fucked up and put orange and green on the same plate. So I know. It's a big deal. I get it.
She should know better.
She should.
Okay.
And then Carson laughs at her and then asks how else the day had been. And she says that Arnie has been fixated on the castle.
The castle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Arnie has been fixated on the castle. Sometimes it seems to calm him, but at other times, what is he so afraid of? Carson had given Arnie the biggest bedroom in the house, the majority of which is currently taken up by the castle, which is 4 low, sturdy tables formed a 12 by 8 foot platform, and upon which is an architectural wonder in Lego with walls and wards, ramparts and parapets, turreted towers, barracks, a chapel, and an armory.
Oh, so a very detailed Lego castle.
Yes, it's very
Did he build it?
Yes.
Oh,
it's very much an obsession right now.
Okay.
Recently, Arnie had seemed to be more fearful than usual, and Carson could not shake the feeling that he sensed some trouble coming, because apparently people with autism
are also psychic
and can sense when shit's changing.
Okay.
In the world. Like, maybe at home, but like, come on, what are we doing? Anyway, she felt that maybe he sensed something, and so he was trying to prepare for it. Now we're jumping to Randall 6.
Okay.
He's the one who loves his crossword puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
So he had just finished one of said puzzles, so he was temporarily safe. So he presses the call button next to his bed to order his lunch, and the guy brings it. He eats at random times because he's one of those people who used to play WoW so much that they would forget to eat, or they would forget to go to the bathroom and
or
they would
feed
die.
Their kids. And
exactly.
Okay.
He's that intense. So
with his crosswords?
With it, yes.
Okay.
With not eating because he's
busy
in a puzzle.
Okay.
So he eats at random times. When his food comes, he has to avoid eye contact and conversation because he feels like every word he speaks to another person diminishes the protection that he just earned by finishing that crossword puzzle.
Okay.
After he finishes eating, he opens his nightstand, and inside are a few magazines. And no, they are not nudie magazines, so don't even worry. Nudie magazine day. Randall 6 is encouraged by father to stay in the know on current events by reading magazines or newspapers, but currently Randall 6 cannot tolerate newspapers because of the ink. It gets on his hands, and surely some of it seeps into his pores and then into his bloodstream. A newspaper infects him with the world's disorder. Yes.
Whoa. Does Randall have access to the internet since he had data download from a computer to his brain?
Yes.
To make him super smart.
Yeah.
But he has to read magazines and newspapers to keep up with.
It's 2005. So I think.
Well, if there's technology enough to make this creation in a tank.
Vic. You don't know this character yet.
Oh.
You're about to. But the maker. His name is Victor.
Like Victor Frankenstein?
Exactly. This is like a rework of Frankenstein is what Dean has done here.
Okay.
But anyway, when he made them, I think he just fixed that system to download into their brain. I don't think they have access to like anything else.
Okay.
And where Randall is staying is a place called the Hands of Mercy, which is where Victor keeps all of his creations. Not all of them, but the ones that are newly born.
Okay.
That probably didn't help and made everything weirder. Okay, so He is looking through his magazines, but there is a specific newspaper article that before he developed the aversion to the ink and stuff, he had torn out of a newspaper. It is about a local organization raising money to study autism and hopefully find a cure, which annoys me. Yeah. I'm sorry. Randall Six saved this particular article because he saw himself in the words. During the first month of his life, when it wasn't yet clear what might be wrong with him, he read about the local charity for autism research and at once recognized himself in the descriptions.
I mean, he does have some tendencies or some, what's the word? Symptoms? I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work.
But
he's also not a real human boy. Yeah.
Not a real human
boy. He's not a real boy. Anyway, so once he read that, he realized he was not alone. He had seen a picture of a 12-year-old boy standing with his police officer's sister. In the photo, the boy isn't looking at the camera, but the incredible thing about the picture to Randall is that the boy looks happy.
Aww.
And Randall has never been happy. Aww. Not since he came out of the tank. Occasionally, he'll feel sort of safe, but never happy. Sometimes he'll sit there and stare at the newspaper clipping for hours. Arnie knows the secret to being happy, and Randall Six is going to get it from him. The only bad thing, is that Randall Six can't leave the room. He's terrified. No, he
released?
Just physically cannot.
Oh, okay. He's
make
agoraphobic
himself
too.
Yes.
Okay.
He physically cannot make himself leave the room.
Okay.
Even for his treatments, when he leaves the room, when he's made to, it's a very traumatic experience for him.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you about his treatments because you'll learn about it later.
Okay.
But what if Arnie doesn't give up the secret? That won't matter because Randall will get it from him. Unlike the vast majority of people with autism, Randall Six is capable of extreme violence. His inner rage is almost equal to his fear of the world. He has hidden this capacity for violence from everyone, even from Father, for he fears that if it is known, something bad will happen to him. So he puts the newspaper clipping away, but he can still see Arnie's face. And that's the end of him right there.
Okay.
I mean, not forever, but
I sort of zoned out just for a second.
That's fine.
He has a great capacity for violence?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, not Arnie.
But even Father doesn't know that?
Correct.
Okay.
He's keeping it a secret.
Okay. So nobody knows.
Correct.
Got it.
All right, now we're back to Duke. So now Duke and Jelly still hanging out. They're in the projection room of the theater. And Jelly says, "Oh, hey, Ben left a box for you." So
Is it Ben? Is it
It's
Ben
a Ben
in
the
a box?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Hey guys, one time Jessica and I were watching Little Women. And spoiler alert, Beth dies. And there's like a chest at the foot of the bed, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if Beth's head was on a spring and you opened it and it was a Beth in the box?
That is so morbid.
Yeah. How old was I when I even said that?
I don't know.
I was in like 10. Middle school. Yeah. Anyway, I've always been like this. Okay. So it is not a Ben in the box.
Okay.
But while Jelly goes to get the box.
Okay.
There is no Ben in the box that anybody is getting. This is only in your head. He's going to get the shoe box that was left.
Okay.
And it is not a fetus either. You wrote Cincinnati on it.
I don't know which one it is.
That is admissible. Okay. While he's getting the box, Jesus isn't there. Duke is messing with the projector. It's old and the parts are really hard to find. So when Jelly comes back out, he's like, "Hey, I don't like you messing with that projector. No. Our pieces are hard to find." And Duke is all, it's hemorrhaging.
Ew.
Logic reveals the secrets of any machine, whether it's a projector, a jet engine, or the universe itself.
Okay,
he's a little,
Duke.
Yeah, he's
relax. Just take it easy.
It's not that deep. Yeah, he's a little philosophical. Is that the word I'm looking for? Jelly says, "Oh yeah, Ben said you think too much. He sent you a newspaper clipping with his letter, right?" And he had, and it had brought Duke halfway across the world. Inside this shoebox were more newspaper clippings. Deucalion picked up the top clipping, scanned the photo, and then the headline, Victor Helios gives 1 million to symphony. The sight of the man in the photo, virtually unchanged after so much time, jolted Deucalion as before. And the picture causes him to have like a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
This is his flashback.
Okay.
Streaks of lightning gut a black-bellied night. We don't have to use such a thesaurus here. And then crashes of thunder shake darkness across the tall windows once more. From flickering gas lamps, light capers over the stone walls of a cavernous laboratory. An electric arc crackles between the copper wire-wrapped poles of equipment. Sparks spray from dangerously overloaded transformers and piston-driven machinery. Basically, it's a mad scientist laboratory with the lightning and the whatever. The storm grows more violent, hurling bolt after bolt into the collection rods that stud the tallest towers, and the incredible energy is channeled down into him. Dun dun. Duke jumps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Sorry. It drops.
I like the way it was written because it was easy to picture.
Okay, good.
Just saying.
Silly. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, but
fair enough. He comes back to reality. Ben had prepared him for seeing this man, but he was still shocked that Victor was alive. Because for a century, Duke had explained his own long life to the fact that he was man-made, like he was homemade. He's a creature.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't really know how he works with death, how that works with him. He's never been sick. He's never done anything that... Yes, do you have a question?
Well, no, but is he assuming Victor would die because he's a
human person. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. But he hasn't, and that's weird. Yeah, so Duke pulls a picture out on this scroll of parchment, and he unrolls it, and he shows it to Jelly, and is like, who is this? He doesn't say that, but that's what his gesture is.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this? Look at this picture, Jelly.
Hey.
Who's on this picture? And Jelly looks at the newspaper clipping, and he looks at the sketch on the parchment, and he says, yeah, that's him. And Duke tells him that it's a self-portrait that he had actually stolen out of Victor's study 200 years ago.
So what the fuck's up with Victor?
Yeah, exactly. He'd shown it to Ben on multiple occasions, which is how Ben was able to recognize Victor.
Mm-hmm.
So setting aside the picture, Duke selected another clipping from the box and saw a photo of him receiving an award from the mayor of New Orleans. A third clipping was Victor with the district attorney. A fourth, Victor and his lovely wife, Erica. Victor. He's everywhere. Without
Someone's
realizing,
obsessed.
someone fucking loves him. I'm surprised it wasn't like on one of those, a bulletin board with like yarn and everything like Charlie's. Without realizing he was doing it, he crossed to the other side of the room and punched the wall twice. Then he turned and he's a little pissed off.
But why?
Because why the fuck is this guy still alive?
Why does it matter?
Because he's a bad guy.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, he's a bad guy. Now you know. Attention. Victor's a bad guy. Anyway, so he's punching the wall. Cha-cha! He does it twice. I don't know if it's that fast.
Each hand or one hand? Boom, boom.
That's weird, but that seems more natural. Like if I'm pissed off, I'm gonna like just want to hit with my one hand.
Yeah.
You know? I wonder how that noise sounded. So sorry.
All willy-nilly?
Yeah. I don't want to just be right, left, right, you know?
No, I'd want to brace myself and just
and then punch
give it my
exactly because I'm pissed off.
Okay.
As he turned to Jelly after he punches the wall, Deucalion's vision brightened and dimmed and then brightened, and he knew that a subtle pulse of luminosity passed through his eyes. He'd seen it himself in a mirror. Jelly says, Ben said you'd be upset. I feel like that's an understatement. Duke had almost lost control of himself, almost indulged in the criminal impulses that had been a part of him since the moment of his creation. Duke asks Jelly, do you know what I am? It's intense, Jessica.
Yeah. Okay.
When Jelly meets his eyes, he studies the tattoo, and then he says, Ben explained, but I guess it could be true. And Duke tells him, believe it. My origins are a prison graveyard. The cadavers of criminals, combined, revitalized, reborn.
Ew.
Yeah.
We made him out of
The parts
criminal
of bad guys.
bodies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about the heart and the brain?
2 of them.
It's got 2 hearts.
All of his creations have 2 hearts.
Why? Did we find out?
I haven't found out yet.
Seems like it's kind of a waste. Maybe it just needs 2 hearts.
Maybe it needs 2 hearts because they can like move super fast.
Oh, so
and
they're
they're
a
like
little
super
extra?
fucking strong. Yes.
Okay.
Anything that humanity is lacking in Victor's mind,
Mm-hmm.
he has fixed in this new race.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. Okay, so now we get to be in Victor's perspective.
Oh, okay.
And I want to tell you that this is the last perspective. Today it's the last perspective. But later we get to see another character.
That's fine.
That we haven't really met yet. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're at Victor. Obviously, we're still in New Orleans. Even though the night was hot and humid, Victor made sure the air conditioning was set so low that a fire was necessary. While fire featured in some of his less pleasant memories, he still liked the ambiance, and he likes a fire crackling while he reads his medical journals.
It's a little old-fashioned.
Yeah. He just loves them.
Mm-hmm.
But the fire was also an expression of his scientific opinion, because he frequently tore articles from the magazines and tossed them into the fire if he didn't agree with them. Or sometimes he'd burn entire issues.
What the fuck?
He wanted to remain aware.
Right.
But
he disagreed.
But he disagrees, and they can't teach him anything. He knows too much.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is he still married?
Mm-hmm.
Is she dead?
Mm-mm. Okay. His wife, Erica, sat opposite him, actually.
Oh, okay.
She was reading poetry. She'd become obsessed with Emily Dickinson, which annoyed Victor. Dickinson was too obsessed with God, and any God that his wife needed was seated right in this room.
Okay, mister.
Her husband was her maker, after all.
Oh. Okay. That explains it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Physically, he'd done a fine job.
I'm sure he did.
She was beautiful and graceful and elegant. She looked 25, but guess how long she'd been alive?
100 years?
6 weeks.
Oh.
Short
That's
time.
not very much.
No, it's not.
So he just recently got married.
Yeah. Well, no, he'd been married for a while.
Still on the honeymoon phase.
No, he's been married, I think, for a little while. This is like the 3rd installment of this woman.
Oh.
He keeps making him to fix him. If he notices,
does he keep banging him too hard?
Just break.
He's got to make a new one.
No, probably, but no. He if he notices a flaw,
mm-hmm.
he always has one on standby that he can bring out of the tank.
Ew.
And fix the flaws,
mm-hmm.
essentially. Anyway.
Okay.
But beauty and grace were not his only criteria for an ideal wife. He also wished her to be socially and intellectually sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
And Erica continued to disappoint Victor.
Whoa.
She had proved slow to learn despite the data downloading, which included etiquette, culinary history, wine appreciation, witticisms.
I hate this guy.
Yeah. Why are all these dudes the worst? Victor did have to admit, however, that she was more appealing and acceptable than Erica 3, her immediate predecessor. She might not be the final version, but only time would tell. At least she was not a complete embarrassment. Victor gets restless and he tells Erica he needs to go be creative in his study. And she asks, "Do you need any help?" And he declines. And then before he could stop her, she goes, "Listen to this." And she reads from Dickinson. "The pedigree of honey does not concern the bee. A clover any time to him is aristocracy." Charming, Victor said. But for variety, you might read some Tom Gunn. He could have told her what to read and she would have obeyed, but he didn't want a wife like that.
Okay.
He wanted her to be free-spirited, except only in sexual matters did he demand utter obedience.
Ew, ew, ew.
He programmed her with shame, with which he hasn't programmed any of his new race people. They're not supposed to be able to feel shame. He did it specifically so that he could make her feel shame in the bedroom.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Of course he did.
This guy
yeah. So
needs to be stopped.
Yes, he does. Beyond the pantry in his house
Mm-hmm.
is his little windowless studio. His public labs were at a place called Helios Biovision, which was the company he was known for in the world. But at the Hands of Mercy, which was that other place, it was an abandoned hospital, which is where he kept his creations. That's his primary work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's staffed with men of his making as well. So it's staffed with his creations and it's full of them. He wants them to infiltrate humanity, eventually, is his goal.
Okay.
So that when he gives the okay, basically, you know that scene on Star Wars when the stormtroopers turn to go bad because, originally they weren't.
Yeah, and they all turn and yeah.
He wants basically that to be what happens.
Okay.
They want him to be like, oh.
Kind of like he's building a little army
yes.
of humanity. Okay.
Yeah. But his small study at home provided him a place to work on his small experiments. Here's something fucking dumb. You know how it's a rework on Frankenstein, which is pretty appropriate since that movie's coming out. But he says when Mary Shelley took a local legend based on the truth and crafted fiction from it, she'd made Victor a tragic figure and killed him off. Yeah, so they apparently knew each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. He understood her dramatic purpose for giving him a death scene, but he loathed her for portraying him as a failure. Her judgment was arrogant. What of consequence did she ever write besides that? And of the two of them, who was dead and who was not?
What the? This guy.
Yeah. Her novel suggested that his workplace was covered in weird gizmos and doohickeys, which Hollywood had actually gotten right. Not necessarily the machinery, but the ambiance. He's big on ambiance. On the center of the table stood a tank filled with a milky antibiotic solution. In the tank rested a man's severed head. Actually, the head wasn't severed. It had never been attached to a body in the first place. Victor created it only to serve as a brain case. The head, I know, it's like a briefcase. Got my brain case. The head had no hair. The features were rough, not fully formed. Support systems, there was a lot of tubes, so they were, doing tube stuff. They entered through the neck. With no need to breathe, he was almost dead still, but the eyes twitched behind his eyelids like he was dreaming. Victor hollers, "Time to work, Karloff," and the head's eyes flash open. They're blue and bloodshot. Karloff had been selectively educated, so he spoke English.
Just Jesus, Victor, I'm trying to sleep.
No, he said, "Ready." Why does it talk?
Yeah.
"Where is your hand?" Victor asked. The bloodshot eyes shifted at once to regard a smaller table in the far corner of the room. The hand was in a similar setup as the head, but they were independent of each other. Nothing of the hand was connected to the head or vice versa. Victor tells Karloff to move his thumb. In the dish, the hand lay motionless, and then the thumb twitched, bent at the knuckle, and straightened again. Victor had long been wanting to find the genes that supported psychic powers. Recently, he had achieved this small success. This ultimate amputee, Karloff, had just exhibited psychomotor telekinesis. Telekinesis to kill you. Sorry. I really like Superstar. You should watch it. The control of his entirely detached hand strictly by means of mental exertion. "Karloff, make a fist. Make a fist." The hand slowly clenched tighter and tighter until the knuckles were sharp and white. No emotion showed in Karloff's face, yet the hand seemed to be an exquisite expression of anger and the will to do violence. And that's where I'll stop. Thoughts, feelings.
I'm just trying to absorb all that.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And this is going to be more than 4 episodes.
Okay.
Because there's 97 chapters.
Okay.
They're really short, but still.
What are we on, do you think?
We're at 15.
Okay.
I'll try to do less. I'm just trying to set the vibe. But I feel like all these details are important.
I know.
So, but I'll I'm just figuring it out. We'll get there.
I need somebody to like. Right now, I only like Arnie, so.
I know. Everyone else is kind of lame.
I'm sure Carson's fine, but Dean ruined it with the dialogue.
He really did.
So what I know about Victor, he created Duke
Mm-hmm.
in the past.
He was his first.
His very first?
I believe so.
Okay. I won't say
my first Asian. Is that what you were going to say? Don't worry, I'll say it.
He's made some wives. He's made all these other creations.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't say, but you did say he made Randall 6?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Randall 6 is currently in
The
Hands of Mercy, which is what the
place.
hospital's called. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then we got creepy Roy over here.
I know.
Talking to Hands. Giving him manicures.
Yep. He's kind of sad, you know? He's awful, but it's like, you kind of feel bad that he's so insane. Except that he's killing people. That's not great.
I don't feel bad for him.
Okay.
He has a terrible personality.
He really does. And he would hate me.
Yeah.
No, he would really fucking hate me. He would take one look at me and be like, yep, she's got to go. Except I wouldn't have anything of importance that he'd want to keep.
The only way I could feel sorry for him is if he had like a terrible upbringing and I found out about it. And then I would just feel sorry.
Well, clearly he had something going on.
I just feel sorry for little Roy, not grown-up Roy.
Yeah. But little Roy is inside of grown-up Roy, and sometimes you have to take a minute and heal baby Roy so that...
Is this like The Cell? The movie?
I didn't see
Jennifer Lopez?
I didn't see it.
Guys, watch The Cell. It's so good.
Okay. Is it on anything?
DVD.
I didn't mean that, you dumbass. I guess I am. I'll Google.
I'm sure it's on somewhere. Yeah, we gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. That was
a
heavy.
lot of information. Is real deep.
It's okay. It's probably good that you're kind of like littler chunks, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do my thing. This is why I sucked at school too, because it's like all of it's fucking important. Are you serious? How am I supposed to write notes?
See, I was the complete opposite. I need more detail. I need more information about this. I'm like, I just told you the fact. Well, you don't need it to be flowery.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the flowers.
Oh, no.
That's terrible.
Well, anyways. All right.
They only die. Okay.
I think that's it for us.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.